Welcome back to episode 31 of Let's Write. So today we'll be starting our little section on focusing on characterization. So we'll be doing a character sketch today. Now I know I've done one before fairly recently. That was before I had this idea to devote the month of October to kind of getting us ready for NaNoWriMo. So the character sketch I did previously was for the main character of this story, Dara, which is what gave me the idea for this story. So um, I'll be doing another character sketch today, and like the other one, it's just writing a brief character sketch and doing it for 15 minutes. So the goal is to just kind of get this basic idea of who your character is. If you're able to, get a lot of detail out, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine as well, because you can always add to it, you can always trim it later on. So we'll write for 15 minutes. You can go ahead and get comfortable and situated. And if you need more time getting set up, as always, you can pause the video. So let's write. Welcome back. So, I've realized something. I really enjoy doing characterization, especially these character sketches. Not so fond of the plot creation, but I think for everyone, for the most part, there's always a part of the creation of the story process that you enjoy more than others. So, in any case, since I already did the main character of my story, which wasn't intentional, I decided to do another character from it. So, let me introduce you to Chef Minor. His role in the story is he's kind of a supporting main character. So, he's fairly important to the story, but the perspective isn't being told from his side. So his job or occupation in the story is he's an investigative officer from the Great Oak District from Carnsalo. So Carnsalo is the capital of the nation of Carnsalo. His looks, he's medium in height, probably around 5'10 to 5'11 in American measurements. I don't know what he would be in meters and centimeters. So you're welcome to do the math on that. He's fairly thin but has broad shoulders with a runner's leg. So fairly muscled but thin legs, if that makes any sense. He has straight blonde hair that's medium in length, and he has blue-gray eyes that typically kind of seem full of mischief, but they are eyes that frequently change color depending, on his mood or how he feels. He's incredibly outgoing. Some might say too outgoing. He's a wee bit or a lot of a womanizer. He likes to gamble and drink. He's very good at his job, but he does get into trouble sometimes with some of these habits he has because he gets distracted. So he is very intelligent, although it's not always apparent that he's using the brains and critical thinking skills that he possesses based on some of the choices he makes. Some of his habits, previously stated, he has a habit to kind of be a bit of a partier, I guess. But he does enjoy being around people and socializing. He is someone that can blend in and have no one notice him. But typically he's very loud and brash. He can typically be found in inns and meal houses that have women, alcohol, and gambling, three of his favorite things. But even though he may seem to be just partying and having a good time, he does a very good job of being able to glean information from people. So, especially people that he's investigating or pursuing. A brief background, he was born to a middle upper class family in the capital, Carnsalo. He is the second son, so in this society, he doesn't really have any responsibilities to marry well or carry on the family name. He served some time in the Carnsalo military, but he didn't see any hard fighting. So he did leave the military and he joined the capital's domestic crime investigation unit. So kind of like a police force. And his focus is investigation and actually pursuing suspects that are trying to escape into other countries because of a lot of his personality traits of being able to make friends easily and get information out of people just because he's so personable. His internal conflict, I would say, he doesn't know what he wants out of life. And that can kind of be seen in his choices and how he does things and the way he acts. He does enjoy his job, but he kind of feels like he's missing something in his life and he doesn't know what it is. He also hasn't found a place that he feels truly at home. He's kind of always been a bit of a black sheep in his family. His external conflict would kind of be twofold. It would be trying to win Dara over just a little bit too hard and too fast. And he does it to try to make things easier while investigating in a different, nation's town. But because Dara is who she is, that causes a lot of conflict. He's also, this is going back on a personality trait, he's incredibly stubborn. And because of that, Dara kind of comes across as a challenge. So the other problem would be he's suspected of being the person that he's actually pursuing and investigating, which is this person that has been kidnapping and murdering children, which is horrible. And this is a very different kind of story for me. So some of the extra notes were the fact that he's really stubborn, and on some levels, he kind of feels like he's a gift from the gods to women everywhere. So he does kind of come across a little bit as a little cocky and full of himself. But he really is a genuinely sweet person that does care about people, especially these children that have been murdered. Many of them he comes to know during his time in Ishvara. So the other thing, he soon learns that there is one woman that wants nothing to do with him. So that's going to hopefully create a nice, interesting little conflict. So in any case, that is Chef. That is currently his working name. May change it, kind of like it, it's different. But I definitely feel like he needs some more fleshing out. Of course, this is a rough sketch, and that's the goal of it, to just kind of get a basic idea down. So I hope that this was a very fruitful adventure for you today, and fun as well. I really appreciate you joining me today. I really do. And as always, feel free to send me what you've written, because I really do enjoy reading it. So in any case, I will see you next time. Bye.